Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Estar Tarot, and today we're going to be doing another collective and timeless reading to see what our ancestors, spirit guides, and guardian angels would like to deliver to us as a message today. And with us we have our dolphin totem to be with us in this reading. And we have this lovely piece. I finally remember what this crystal is. It's a piece of aquamarine. So that's going to be with us in this reading, and aquamarine goes really well with the dolphin there. So yeah, we're going to use those to guide us today. Aquamarine is a great stone for courage. It's something that helps us to find our own personal truth and to stand in that truth. So it can be really helpful for us when we feel ourselves in doubt. Yeah, because it's like sometimes we have a lot of responsibility and we feel overwhelmed, but aquamarine helps us take personal responsibility for ourselves and to see what lies under the surface, see what's really going on with our emotional states. So very helpful stone in that way. And it was also used by sailors to be like a talisman against drowning. So if you feel like you're drowning with life's craziness, hold on to some aquamarine. It can help you out there. And we're going to start off with our patch tarot today. See what messages we need to hear today. What guidance do we need at this time? Okay. Ace of Discs. Wow. Okay. We got Ace of Discs. Something is forming, something is coming into manifestation here. New opportunities. New foundations. Okay. Nine of Cups, okay. I like that. Happiness. I love it. So whatever is coming into formation right now, whatever is coming into your realm, your manifestation at this time, it's going to bring you immense happiness. Truly feeling satisfied is what's going to be. Oh, I am going to not take all those cards, but this one on top here is really calling to me. It says speak. Speak the truth. Actually, these cards here as well feel... yeah, I guess it's all three. I guess they all wanted to come out. Alright, well, here we go. Yeah, this is intense. Yeah, because there's some sort of thing that you're bringing together right now. It might even just be like a new timeline, a new opportunity to change your path. Even change yourself as a person. Because you're heading towards becoming like a happier version of yourself. And it's coming from you speaking your truth. Because we have the truth and then we have speak. And even this, these geometric patterns really resonate, don't they? Right? They're different, but they're still like, they've got a similar energy to them. So it feels like you're formulating what to say, like something you are going to do that's going to be speaking the truth in a situation is going to change your life radically. Like we have the Tower at the end here. So something is going to completely and radically change because of you speaking your truth in this situation. And I think maybe there's some fear here. Maybe that's something that's holding you back, but you've got the Star with you here. So there's really, really strong indication that you can have faith that this is going to work out for you. Yeah, it's like when you speak your truth, magic happens. Things change. And I don't even get this is like a tower moment for you. I think this is a tower moment for someone else. It's like you're going to speak the truth on something that's really going to have this powerful impact and is going to bring a tower moment to others. But it's a revelation that needs to happen. It's something that's going to be so transformative for everyone involved in a good way. And, you know, it might bring them chaos, but at the same time, it's actually going to liberate everybody. Because this tower had to fall for things to realign themselves properly. Yeah. And when you speak your truth, you feel happy. You feel good. You feel free and real. I think there's someone who's been living like, not living a lie, but like living a half truth, like not living their truth, just feeling like they need to hide themselves. And right now you're like formulating what you're going to say. You're trying to gather up your courage now in order to speak your truth. And when you do that, it's going to liberate you on such this amazing level that it's going to be like you ascend, you change your form, right? Because this person is the light in all that chaos, but everything else around collapses, right? So it's like a world collapses around you, but it's the old world that needed to go. It could even be like your old life, but it's like that life was not serving you. It was not making you happy. It was bringing you misery. Yeah, I got an emphatic nod. So that was definitely what was going on. You were not happy. And it's like your throat chakra was shut down. Maybe that's why aquamarine's here, because aquamarine's very much like throat chakra, right? I know this looks very green. It's kind of a greener piece of aquamarine, but it you know, generally it's a very light blue stone. So, which resonates with our throat chakra, right? So speaking is really important here. And maybe it's even like you're changing jobs too, because like you might even be someone like, because Ace of Discs can sometimes mean like a new opportunity, like a new job offer, something like that. And it could be something to do with speaking. Like maybe you're going to be a public speaker, or maybe you're going to be a voice actor, or you're going to read books, you know, like an audio voice, or read audiobooks or something like, or you're going to be like a motivational speaker. Yeah, that's it. Something like that, like giving hope to others with your voice. That's something important here. Yeah. But you have this star energy here that's going to be very helpful to others. But it's also like the star is with you in this, like you're going to speak up about something and it's very scary for you, but the star is here to remind you that the energies are on your side with this truth that you're going to bring about. It might even be that what you're doing, like it could even be like a project you're taking on where you're going to bring truth to the world. You're speaking some sort of truth into the world. And it restores people's faith even in something grander than themselves. And then the old towers fall. Yeah. Let's get some more cards here. I want some more clarity. Yeah, so what is this thing we're forming? What are we doing? What's falling? Yeah, what's falling? Steady progress. We acknowledge you for the progress you've made. In remembering love in your daily activities, we can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through their thoughts, feelings, actions of love. You got these little angel children here. Very cute. Yeah. So it's like, I think it's like the old earth, right? Like the old timelines, the old earth is collapsing away, the old ways of being for people. And you're bringing in this new earth, this new reality. And it's not something that happens overnight. It's a steady progress thing. It's like all these energetic fields are being changed one node at a time. And you're part of that. You're part of that change. Can't get these cards straight. There you go. But like you're part of that line of people helping to change the earth, to change things for the better, to change how this world is going to look in the future for the future children of this earth as well, because these are children here, right? So it's like a new earth is going to come into being, but it's going to take time, and it's going to take, like, it might even take your lifetime, but it's a good thing. Like, it's going to be something that helps everybody heal and get to where they're meant to be and not be stuck in these old paradigms. Yeah, it's like maybe something you do is going to, make people see what's not right. Opportunity to forgive. Okay. Like, see what's not working in this world. And it's going to be such a revelation for everyone involved, that people are going to just start, seeing the reality and start acting upon it. Like, start being like, well, we need to change that. Opportunity to forgive. The situation brings you an opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. Yeah. So there's been, a lot of, things that have happened on this earth that it's hard to forgive, right? Like, it's hard to understand and reconcile why people do the things that they do, why people have been, kind of imprisoned in this matrix, and why we've been on this journey for so long as humanity, right? Why have we been struggling for so long? Why has it can't talk. Why has it had to be this way? Like, why do we have to be like this? Right? But it's something about what you do and the revelations you bring to the world are going to help people see why things had to play out in a certain way, why things had to go on this path. Like, why do we have to, be suffering under capitalism? And why do we have to be, so competitive with each other, right? And why aren't we focusing on our community and making each other stronger, right? But this is going to lead us to having compassion. And on the micro level as well, this could be about, like, maybe you're speaking up like a truth to just someone in your personal life. Like, this could be about saying the truth to your family or to your friends or to your loved one, or a coworker. Like, it doesn't have to be so grand. I think it's for someone who's never been able to speak their truth, but they're learning how to do that now. They're learning how to use their voice and stand up for themselves, right? Having courage to stand up for themselves. And so by doing that, they're going to learn that there can be healing when we communicate our truth, right? When we say what's really in our hearts, we can actually, rather than stuffing it down, we can lead everybody to healing, right? Because maybe we've been afraid of that tower moment, and if we speak our truth, what will the tower moment be, right? Will things fall apart? Will people hate us? But when we do that, we can see how things can work out for the better. Sometimes speaking the truth is the best option in the end, right? Here, I think it's my camera that's a little bit off. That's why everything feels tilted. I'm not sure. There we go. I think that's a little better. Not sure. Yeah, maybe everything's been kind of tilted for you. Maybe everything's been like feeling off kilter. And this is going to set things right. Speaking your truth is going to allow things to heal, allow things to progress, allow people to evolve. That's what's forming now. You're gathering your courage. You're getting ready to say your truth. Speak your truth. Oh, sometimes they fall really heavy, huh? It's like there's this finality to it. They're saying all three. That's so many cards for butterflies, but here we go. Grief work. Wow. 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 That goes so well with opportunity to forgive, doesn't it? This is your chance to learn how to process grief, I think. Because maybe there will be grief involved, either for the other side who they didn't realize that they were hurting you in a certain way, or maybe this is just going to lead to the end of a relationship and there's grief in that. But like, this is allowing you the opportunity to process grief, because sometimes when something has to happen, like a change or truths had to be revealed, we can finally process our grief around it. And it sounds like a bad thing, but it's not. Because the fact that we're grieving shows that we're healing. Right? Welcome the new, yeah. Because it's the end of something, right? That's what grief is about. It's about loss. It's about understanding that something is over. Something has to end, and all things change. And we can't always control that. But it can feel so scary, right? To accept it. But if we look to the new and we welcome the new, things get a lot easier, don't they? We get to be a whole new version of ourselves, a stronger version of ourselves. Emotions, oh my God. I guess it really was all three cards. They were like very firm, all three. So I went with it. Emotions, yeah. It's right under the big cup of all the cups of flowing emotion, right? This is where your happiness is going to be coming from, is allowing your emotions to flow. And part of that is allowing the grief to move through you. Because maybe it's not that it's going to make you sad to speak your truth. It's that maybe you realize you could have spoken up sooner, and it's like there's a frustration in that you'll feel. Or you'll realize how much something was actually bothering you when you finally say it. And it's going to allow you to properly grieve those emotions, to feel the sadness of what hurt you by speaking it into reality. Because sometimes we just hold things in, we push it down, and we don't say anything about it. And it's almost like it makes it not real, but it is real. It's just festering inside us. Oh, yeah, heavy emotions. Speaking the truth here is really important for you in this journey. And you've been on a steady progress towards that, towards being more honest with others and with yourself, especially. Yeah. I'm gonna get a couple Moonology cards. Yeah. Just remember the star in this situation, because the word is faith. Have faith that this is all going to work out for the best in your situation. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Oh my gosh, a time for healing, balsamic moon. Yes, this is your time to heal. This is your moment to heal. It's not going to be this scary tower moment that you think it is. Like, it will be a tower, but it's not going to be like chaotic and awful. It's going to be a good thing. It's going to be the end of your suffering is what it is. It's going to be an end of pushing things down. It's going to be the end of not speaking your truth. It's the time for you to heal, for you to really address things. It could even be like something's been bothering you, like hurting you all this time, and you haven't voiced it. You haven't said anything about it. And you've just been carrying it with you and carrying it with you, and it's just like your back is breaking with it. You know? It feels so sad all of a sudden for you. Like it's been really, really hard. And there's no reason that you should carry things all on your own, that you should feel so burdened, that you should have to feel so alone in it either. Maybe it's scary because, you know, you have to admit vulnerability, right? That something is hard on you, that something is too much for you to handle. But if you, you know, sometimes when you just say, I need some help, that can be one of the hardest things in the world. I'm thinking of that, you know, that movie, was it The Boy, the Horse, the Mole? I can never get it right. The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse, something like that. But the boy asked the horse on their journey, you know, what's the scariest thing you've ever had to say, or what's the bravest thing you've ever said? That was it. And he said, help, asking for help. So this might be about asking for help in your situation. You might need like grief counseling. You might need to talk to someone about how something is bothering you, or you might need to express your truth to someone that's really angered you, someone that's hurt you, to someone that's, you know, been doing something that bothers you. Any one of those things. It could be, you know, it's just something that's really hurt you. And, you know, there's a koala here with a baby. Maybe this is about, you know, parents, right? You could be speaking your truth to your parents. But if you talk about the situation, talk about your real feelings, it could lead to extraordinary healing for all sides. And, you know, if they don't accept your truth, at least you spoke your truth, right? At least you got it off your chest, and at least everyone is clear on your true feelings, right? So, yeah, let's get some seed and sickle. I just saw 222 on the clock there, so maybe that's a number you've been seeing. But there's duality as well, you know, there's two sides to a situation, so maybe there's some revelation here for you as well. Maybe in speaking your truth, you'll learn something about that other person. Aconite, yeah, this is the key. So there's a key there, right? Yeah, sometimes aconite can be about gaps in knowledge as well. It encourages us to learn something new. So there might be something new that you're learning in this situation. Because the arrow pierces the skull. It's like there's a new revelation. And that might be what this tower is about, because the revelation is the word for this card. And it just feels like if you speak your truth, if you get that conversation going, maybe it won't even come from the other person. Maybe it'll come from you. Because sometimes when we say things out loud, we realize more than we could with just our thoughts. Like things come out of us that we weren't expecting ourselves to say. And we realize that that was our truth all along. Because we didn't realize before that this was the truth for us, right? Yeah, something like that. I don't know. It's like, yeah, you're gonna have to allow yourself to speak your truth. And that will set you free. So, yeah. I think things got quiet, so I think that's the end of the reading. So we're going to leave it there. I really hope this was helpful for you. If you want, you can like and subscribe, or leave a comment if you want to share your story. I love to hear from people how these readings relate to their personal situations. It's always really fascinating. And honestly, I just wish you good luck on this journey because it's not an easy path, but I see that you're near the end. You're going to be at a place soon where things get a lot easier for you. You're going to be at a Nine of Cups energy soon. And you're going to feel so relieved when this gets off your chest. So be brave and go for it. Sometimes it helps to write down what we want to say first. That helps gets the process going. That could help you out. But if not, just speak from the heart. Speak from your heart and let yourself express yourself completely and wholly without reservations and see what happens. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for staying to the end, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.